you, Spar and Bernstein. My lawyer here, Mr. Barack, has been a cage animal. He wanted to go on trial, but thank God we settled out of court, and it was something that I'm very, very happy about. So everyone, I'm telling you, I'm not just making stories up. You have to use this law firm. Spar and Bernstein is the best, worldwide best.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All of us are done through Mr. Bernstein. It started from my mom right up to the siblings. So we are so grateful for Mr. Bernstein. The ins and outs takes us almost 3 years.
And now you're with your children?
Yes, I'm with them.
How does it feel to be with your kids now?
Oh, it's joyful, joyful. So I'm heading on to the next phase now. Thank you, Mr. Bernstein.
Okay.
All of us are done through Mr. Bernstein. It started from my mom right up to the siblings. So we are so grateful for Mr. Bernstein. The ins and outs takes us almost 3 years.
And now you're with your children?
Yes, I'm with them.
How does it feel to be with your kids now?
Oh, it's joyful, joyful. So I'm heading on to the next phase now. Thank you, Mr. Bernstein.
Okay.
Well, Spar and Bernstein has been nothing but great to me throughout my trials. I mean, it's 5 years into this car accident, and they never gave up on me, never. And in everything, they fought for me, and I am so proud to tell everyone, don't even wink for a moment. It's you, Spar and Bernstein. My lawyer here, Mr. Barack, has been a cage animal. He wanted to go on trial, but thank God we settled out of court, and it was something that I'm very, very happy about. So everyone, I'm telling you, I'm not just making stories up. You have to use this law firm. Spar and Bernstein is the best, worldwide best.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What is your American dream?
My family is from Ecuador and I am from Chicago. My American dream is to be able to pay back my parents for everything they did for me.
I come from France and my American dream is to help every day the homeless. Merci à vous.
I am from Tunisia. My American dream is to see love and peace.
I was born in North Carolina, Rocky Mountain. My dream is to have peace, and that's it.
My parents are Guyanese, so I'm first generation American. My American dream is that we all get the same treatment, same laws, same education as everyone. That would be my American dream.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Muchas gracias por todo, abogadas, aquí por un sueño hecho realidad. A los 24 años de adquirir algo que me esperé tanto tiempo. Gracias a la abogada Marina, aquí es su patrón, muchísimas gracias. Y les recomiendo que esta es realidad, un sueño que se me cumplió. Y estoy muy feliz. Y muy feliz. Gracias.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The outcome of your divorce could affect you for the rest of your life. If you don't have the right attorney, you could literally be paid through the nose forever.
That's right, Brad. For example, did you know that half the money you put into your retirement during your marriage is up for grabs in your divorce? So a disagreement as to when your marriage exactly ended could cost you thousands of dollars from your hard-earned retirement fund. And let's say you bought a house together. Factors like who's paying the bills, who paid the down payment, and whether you're receiving rental income can all affect your settlement in huge ways.
If you're having family law issues, if you're having matrimonial issues, you need attorneys who are going to fight hard for you. Call the matrimonial department, the family law department here at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein.
Imagine all the people. Oh, hello! We've been off for 3 days while Brad went down to Disney World on vacation. And I've been kicking back and loving this beautiful weather. Brad must have sent it back to all of us in New York from Miami. It's gorgeous today. But if you're here, it means the show's going on today. Time to get to work. Brad's back in town. Come on, let's go. Time to get to the show. Sir, can I please have a pretzel? Oh, delicious. Thank you. Do you guys have mustard? I bet you never knew that groundhogs love pretzels.
All right, welcome everybody. The groundhog out on a nice day here in New York City, having a pretzel. To everybody else, welcome. Haven't been on the air for a little bit. I was in what they claim to be the happiest place in the world, Disney World. I took my teenage children. That's Disney World in the evening. I can't tell you whether it's the happiest place in the world. It's certainly one of the most anxious-filled places in the world, waiting on lines. It's certainly one of the crowdest places in the world, trying to get in through security. Maybe also the happiest place in the world, who knows as well. Those were pictures that I took in the evening. They did, and there I am on the roller coaster. A little screaming there as well, so I did all the rides as well. And I am back now. I need a vacation from my vacation, that's for sure. Up there I am. I'm on another roller coaster. I'm like, whatever. Doesn't really affect me that much. But I am back, and welcome everybody. And I do have to remind everybody to please share with your friends and family, because if you don't share with your friends and family, not everyone can get the information that we're going to be giving to them as far as immigration is concerned and as far as what all the other information and fun that we have here. So please share with your friends and family now. The best way to share is to take out your thumb, take out your finger, take out your pinky, whatever you want. Press share, add it to your timeline, add it to a group that you may be a member of, and please let everybody know that I am here to help you answer all of your legal problems. All you have to do right now is call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465, and we will be answering your immigration questions. While I was in Disney World, our producer Jill went down to hang out with Anna, our Miami correspondent. I think we have some pictures there as well. They went to Wynwood. Anna was having a party in Wynwood, which she hosts every Sunday. And it's this. There is Jill and Anna, our Miami correspondent. And they were hanging out all day Sunday, drinking mimosas and hanging out at a Dominican brunch and dance party at La Garage, a neighborhood in Wynwood. There is Anna hosting the party. Jill said she had the best time. She did not want to come back. So that's what Jill and Anna were doing while I was in Disney World. Unfortunately, while we were there, also in Florida, they were burying 17 children. They're in the process of burying them. Many of the children who survived the horrific school shooting, they are the victims of the Florida school shooting. Young, beautiful children, 14, 15, 16 years old. Many who had survived the entire high school went to Tallahassee today to try to convince lawmakers to stop selling assault rifles to anybody over the age of 18 who happens to live in Florida. Exactly why you need an assault rifle to protect yourself, or why you need an assault rifle to go shoot Bambi if you like to hunt, I do not know. Unfortunately, the assault rifle ban was not approved. It got rejected wholeheartedly by the Republican state Congress in Florida, 71-36. So they will continue to sell guns, assault rifles in Florida. It is extraordinarily sad. On an ironic note, 1 hour later, the GOP, the Republican-backed Senate in Florida, did pass a public health risk barring certain forms of pornography from being shown on the internet. Apparently, they are concerned that pornography is a bigger health risk than selling semi-automatic weapons. What can I say that hasn't been said about this already? I've had debates with Jill, our producer, for hours, so I can't talk about it much anymore until people understand that, guns kill. Yes, they protect, but they kill. Guns kill, and you got to keep them out of hands of people. But we will get to that another day, maybe. What else is in the news here while we're waiting for people to call? 1-800-529-5465. I read an article that they have now come out with that wine is the best way to kill bacteria in your mouth, which is why I'm drinking wine right now. I will be killing all the bacteria in my mouth every time I take a sip here. This study just came out because most dentists have said, stop drinking wine. It's destroying your teeth. But apparently now wine is better than Listerine. And continuing the reason why I'm drinking wine in this cup right now, another study came out that if you are over the age of 90, which I'm not, but if you are over the age of 90, you're better off to drink wine than exercise. People who sit on their couch over the age of 90 who drink wine live longer than people who exercise. I will be having my second sip of wine as I am doing this show right now in my old coffee cup. Moreover, about alcohol, since this is a huge alcohol day, a woman on the internet has won, has been declared. I don't know who declares this woman, this person, but apparently the internet, somebody on the internet or the entire internet, I don't know how the entire internet does this, but somebody on the internet or the entire internet has declared this person to be the Woman of the Year by dumping a bottle of wine into her refrigerator water dispenser, transforming her water dispenser into a chilled wine dispenser. Again, this is why I will be drinking wine out of my cup right now, because this woman has now won Woman of the Year. And Lisa Bling Rose, agreeing with me, she's a smart lady, says, correct, wine keeps you young. I agree. Cheers. Can we get wine glasses? Do I have to drink wine out of a coffee cup? Maybe I should get some wine glasses in here. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. That's what's happening in the news. We got 8 people on hold. Let's get to them right now. Let's go to Georgia in Dallas, Texas. Georgia, you're on with your immigration question. What's up? Georgia from Dallas, Texas, has an immigration question. Let's put her on hold, and let's go to Sandra in Queens with an immigration question. Sandra. I don't hear Sandra either. What's up with this? I don't hear anything. We seem to be having what's called technical difficulties. Let's try to see if we can hear Elaine in Fort Lauderdale. Elaine in Fort Lauderdale.
Hi, how are
Elaine,
you?
how are you?
I'm good.
What's going on?
I just need some advice.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I got some pretty good advice here, I hope.
Okay. I did my and I had an interview coming up. I did my paperwork.
Right.
And I waited for like a year. I just got my interview.
Who sponsored you?
Huh?
Who sponsored you?
My husband.
Your husband.
He's an American citizen.
He's an American citizen. He sponsored you. You put in your papers where?
Yeah, I put it in 2016, December.
You did an adjustment application.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on?
And my thing is, and I just got an interview coming up next month.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say, just because my husband he was injured the other day, he's not working.
Okay.
You know, I'm the one who working now and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. So now he injured on his job, so you know he going to chiropractor.
Is he getting disability payments?
Huh?
Is he getting disability payments?
No, he's not getting that, but he had a lawsuit going on.
Okay, but he's getting no payments right now. So you may need to get a second affidavit of support from somebody else.
Oh.
Okay, so even though you're working and you can support yourself, you could, let's say it was reversed and Melania Trump was the U.S. citizen and Donald Trump was from wherever she was, Czechoslovakia, wherever she was from. Czechoslovakia doesn't even exist anymore. Whatever country she's from. Even though Donald Trump is a billionaire, he would still need somebody to give him an affidavit of support. So you're gonna need.
But I did when I was putting my paperwork. I did have that.
You did have it.
I did. Yeah.
Okay, as long as you have a second affidavit of support, then you're fine. Don't worry.
But what I'm saying that all right, I did my tax.
Right.
Right. And because my husband is on child support, and when I did my tax to the lady, she was telling me that.
Okay. Problem. I already hear a problem. You didn't file a joint tax return with your spouse.
Yeah.
Because you didn't file a joint tax return with your spouse, your husband owes child support. So that's a problem because if your husband owes child support, it's unlikely that they're going to approve you, number one. Number two, not to approve you. If your husband is not supporting his own children, the government is going to say, how in the world do we expect that he will be supporting you? Just a fact of life. Okay. Number two, you didn't do a joint tax return, which indicates to the government that.
Can I do an amendment?
Yes. Yes, and he has to deal with his child support. You have a lot of issues here. You have a lot of issues. He's got to deal with his child support. How much does he owe in child support?
He owed like about 25.
25,000?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm cringing. Okay, you need help. Okay, we got to straighten out the child support. I highly doubt when your husband has to prove that he can support you 125% above the poverty level. He owes $25,000 in child support. The government's going to say you're not supporting your own children, and we're going to allow you to bring another person from another country in that you may or may not support. You have a lot of issues here. You're going to need help. Okay, it's not going to be something we're going to solve on this show. You need help. Hold on one second. All right, make a consultation with me. Let's go to Vicky in Hampton, Virginia. Vicky.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, Vicky.
I'm calling. I have two questions.
Yes.
I'm from Jamaica. I'm a United States citizen, and I have my two oldest sons and a granddaughter still in Jamaica.
Right.
My youngest is here with me. He's also a citizen as well.
Right.
My question is, how long would it take if I file for those two boys now for them to get here?
They are in Jamaica. They're how old?
One is 30 and the next one is 27.
One is 13, one is 27, and you are a resident.
I'm a U.S. citizen.
You are a U.S. citizen. The 13-year-old will take about a year.
No, 30.
30, 30. Both of them will take about 7 or 8 years, provided they're single. And that's assuming Trump doesn't change the laws.
Wow. Okay.
Because right now, people who started their cases March 15th, 2011, for their unmarried, who are U.S. citizens, who are unmarried children of U.S. citizens, they're getting their green cards now. So it's at least 6-7 years off.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
You know what people don't do is they're like, okay, I'll do it in a few weeks. Then the children are waiting that much longer. You got to get your application in to establish the priority date.
For the I need to file the I-130, and what else do I need to file with the one I-30?
Just the I-130. That's it for each child.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Hold on if you need help. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Georgia in Dallas, Texas. Georgia.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine.
What's up?
Okay. Yes, my question is, my husband filed for my daughter and her child, but my daughter is 32. But actually, everything came through, so my husband passed. And before, 2 weeks before he passed, we sent in the last paperwork that they asked for because I was affidavit of support, and then now they asked for him to sign a paper because she was waiting for the interview now. So after that, now when they send back the paper where he didn't sign, I was thinking to sign it, but my daughter said, no, don't forge that, Mama. So
No, don't forge. You're good. We don't like forging.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what is your status?
I'm a resident. I just renew again my green card.
Good. And this is your children or your husband's children or both of your children?
No, my children. He already filed for one of my son already, which wasn't his child.
So now, and this child is in what country?
She's in Turks.
She's in Turks and Caicos. So what?
Yeah, she works in here.
So what you need to do, okay, and we can help you with this. You're actually not going to be able to do it on your own, but I'm telling you what the process is. You have to request a humanitarian reinstatement.
That's what they tell me.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
So what has to happen is you have to show humanitarian reasons why this child in Turks and Caicos needs to come to America. Maybe it's to take care of you because you're an elderly woman. Maybe it's because you can't travel there. Maybe economic reasons. Maybe health reasons. I don't know. Family unity is another humanitarian reason. So we have to show all the humanitarian reasons why he needs to come from Turks and Caicos to the United States. And if we're able to do that, they will allow you to substitute in for your deceased husband and complete the case. We can help you. Hold on one second. Let's go to Lisa in Kingston, Jamaica. Lisa.
Hi, Brad.
Hey, what's up?
Not bad. Just a quick question.
Yeah.
My mommy rather had filed my I-60190, I-601 waiver rather.
Right.
And it was denied, and we now appeal using the I-290B.
Okay.
How long do it take for an appeal to come through?
Years. I don't like to appeal those because it takes longer to do an appeal than it is just to refile again. Usually the appeals board is not going to overturn a discretionary decision by USCIS. So my advice would be generally, this is general advice by the way, but my advice generally is withdraw the appeal. Let's take a look at the decision. Let's see why they denied it, and let's see if we can refile a better one for you.
Oh my God.
Okay, hold on one second. Let's go to Kerwin in Dumont, New Jersey. Kerwin.
Hey, hi, Mr. Brad. How are you doing,
How
sir?
are you?
Just a quick question.
Okay.
I want to ask you, when you put in for your citizenship now, I'm a green card holder, but I just want to get a idea. Like, how long do it take before you can train and get?
It should be 6 months, but under Trump, it's closer to 9-10 months.
Oh, right. Okay. Because I guess how to. Okay, so I guess I'll make an appointment to you and come in and see.
Okay. All right. Okay, great. Hold on one second. Let's go to Marilyn in Queens. Marilyn in Queens, how are you?
Hey, how are you, Brad? How are you?
How are you? Very good, very good. What's up?
Two quick questions for you. Just as advice. So my son, he will be going on an athletic trip to Florida from New York. However, his paperwork isn't in as yet. Would you be, and he'd be traveling through the airport, would you think that is advisable?
Why is he going on a school trip? For what purpose?
For athletic purpose, for track and field.
For track and field? They shouldn't bother him. How old is he?
He's 15.
Yeah, because they don't ask for identification under 18 when you travel through TSA. So he doesn't need to show any ID. So it shouldn't be a problem, especially if he's going with the school. But I mean, you're always taking a small risk, but generally they don't ask for ID under 18.
Okay. And do you, if we're making an appointment with one of your lawyers there, do you do revision of those documentation of sending it in?
Yeah, we do everything. I don't know what you mean by revision, but we'll certainly do what needs to be done to fix whatever immigration problem you have. So hold on one second. Okay. Hold on.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Yeah. All right. 1-800-529-5465. Simone in Montville, New Jersey. Simone.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm calling on behalf of a friend of mine. His decision was denied because they said they were fraud in the marriage. So his dad has filed for him, and now it came true. But because of the fraudulent marriage, they disapprove it.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, once you are charged as somebody who committed a marriage fraud to get a green card, that bars you for life from getting a green card. There are no waivers for this. So if you are caught in a marriage fraud case, you are never getting a green card ever. So the solution is, let me say this. If in fact it was a marriage fraud and that's what he did, he's got a problem. He's never going to get a green card. Okay? If it's a situation where, well, you know what? They weren't Romeo and Juliet, that's for sure. But on the other hand, it wasn't a fraudulent marriage. It was a bona fide marriage. It just, it wasn't like the closest couple in the world and, is what it is. And the marriage broke up. Well, then that's a whole different story. So now the bird, I don't know what it is. And maybe you don't either. Maybe he needs to come in and see me. So then the burden shifts to him to prove that it was, well, we weren't Romeo and Juliet, but it was a so-so marriage. As long as he has to prove
what about the one his dad?
He has to prove it doesn't matter. He has to prove. He is barred from getting his green card for life if he is considered to have committed marriage fraud. So when his daughter files for him, they're going to say, "Sir, you committed marriage fraud. You can't get a green card." And he has to say, "Whoa, you may have charged me with marriage fraud, but here's all the evidence to say it was a so-so marriage. It wasn't the greatest marriage in the world. It was so-so. It was enough that it wasn't a fraudulent marriage." And then he can get through on his daughter. He has to be able to prove that. Without proving that, he's a as they say, a dead duck. Now, I don't know whether or not it was a fraudulent marriage or not. And if it was, there's nothing you can do. But if it wasn't, certainly he should make an appointment to come see me. Okay?
Okay.
Hold on. All right, let's go to Mirage in the Bronx. Mirage.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
I'm good. I have a couple of questions. Basically, I went for the marriage interview, and we did very well. We answered all the questions, and at the end of the interview, officer told me that we passed our interview, but he can't make a decision right now. So he's gonna let us know through mail. And then we have not received
How long has that been?
From them.
How long has it been?
Sorry?
How long has it been since you've been on this interview where you felt it went well and the officer said he'll let you know in the mail?
Yeah, it's nearly 4 months right now.
4 months already?
Yeah, and after my interview, after 2 months of my interview, I raised SR. Okay, I raised 2 SR by the time,
You
and
raised
then
what?
suddenly
Wait, what? What was the word you used?
I raised service request.
You what?
I asked for service request.
A service request. What was the service request?
Yeah, I just called them and tell them that it's outside normal processing time, so I should get a
that's not going to
response.
do it. That's not doing anything for you. All right. If you haven't heard it, it's been 4 months. You haven't heard anything. You live in the Bronx. Come in to see me. Okay? Because either it's one of three. It's one of three. Okay? Either one. Your fingerprints didn't clear. 2, they don't believe it's a real marriage. 3, maybe you have a criminal record that you're not sharing with us. So it's actually 4. Or 4, the officer just fell asleep. It's one of the 4. So we got to get to the bottom of it.
And just last week, suddenly I got a letter from them.
Suddenly? And what was this letter?
Yeah, and they said, okay, your service request was completed, and it looked like we found on our system that you need to go for a second interview.
Yeah, you need to what?
You need to go for a second interview.
Okay, so guess what, Mirage? They don't believe it's a real marriage. So when you said in the beginning, I said it's going to be one of four things. They don't believe it's a real marriage, security, the officer fell asleep, or you committed a crime. So here's the answer. We could have solved this problem 5 minutes ago in your call. They don't believe it's a real marriage. They're calling you back for a Stokes interview. They're going to put you in one room. They're going to put your wife in another room. They're going to separate you. You're not going to hear her answers. She's not going to hear your answers, and your answers better match. Kind of like the bratified marriage we did with Tamika and Kevin back in the day. Okay, they're going to ask you, how did you meet? What was the first movie you ever saw? What type of toothpaste do you use? And if you say Crest and she says Colgate, and you say we met in New York, and she says Florida, and all your answers don't match, you got a problem. If they match, okay, you'll get through. So you need help. And I'm going to tell you why you need help. You want to know why you need help? Because you called up, and your first thing out of your mouth was, everything went great on the interview. Which shows me, and then they send you a letter for a second interview, which shows me you have no idea if it went great or not. You actually misinterpreted everything that happened on that interview. So how? Because they don't believe it's a real marriage. They're calling you back again. So you misinterpreted everything. So you need help. You need help. Hold on. All right, let's go to Adriano in Miami, Florida. Adriano.
Hi, I have a question. Yeah. A friend of mine just came in, him and his family, with a B1, B2 visa.
Right.
And since then, they are interested in trying to change the visa for an F2 to go to school here.
Okay.
The wife is a lawyer, and she would be taking English lessons. So what's the best route for them to go as far as like asking for an extension of the B1 status?
No.
Like what should
you're not going to ask for an extension of the B1 if you want to go get a student visa. So, and number two, you have to go first to the language school that you want to go to and get an I-20. That's the first thing. Now, if you get the I-20 too early into your tourist visa, you're going to run into the same problem as I've talked about in the past about getting married too early into your visitor's visa. They're going to say
right before the 90 days.
They're going to say misrepresentation. So you have to come with the intent of visiting. Change your mind after. I'm just telling you exactly what the law says. I'm not telling you. This is exactly what the law says. You have to come with the intent of visiting, and you have to. And if you change your mind after 90 days, and how do you change your mind? You've shown an intent to go to school. You get the I-20 issued to you, and then you put in for your change of status before your B2 expires. That's that. Or just get the I-20, go home, get a student visa, and come back.
And how long, if in case they wanna stay here and wait for the process, how long do you recommend for them to send before the 6 months expire that they got for the I-94?
They should do it after 90 days and as soon as possible after that.
Okay, so 91st day to be safe.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you so very much.
And hold on if you need help. All right. By the way, I'd like everybody right now. I want to stop right now for a second. We got like 8 people on or 9 people on hold. Still, I'm going to get to everybody, I promise. Okay. Number one, leave your questions on Facebook. Because if you don't leave your question on Facebook, when we get to social media Kim, or as I like to refer to her as Belgium Kim, because she's originally from Belgium, and nobody would ever know that unless I actually said she was from Belgium. If you want Belgium Kim to read your questions, leave them on our page. We're going to get to her in about 5 or 6 minutes from now. She is getting all primped and proper in the bathroom as we speak. She's getting the lipstick on, the rouge on, getting the hairspray going. She's trying to look good. Okay, so got to give her a few more minutes. Let her look her best. In the meantime, I'm going to be answering your immigration questions at 1-800-529-5465. The other thing, now everyone has a job. I'm answering questions. Kim's getting all primped up in the bathroom with her hair done and her makeup, whatever she's doing. Everybody's got a job here. Okay, now I'm going to give you your job. You got to share this with your friends and family. If you don't share with your friends and family, how can I help them? How in the world can I help them if you don't share with your friends and family? So yes, please, pretty please, with sugar on top and a cherry. Share this with your friends and family so we know and they know that we can help them as best as we can. And of course, you can share it on your timeline. You can share it into groups that you're members of. You can share it to your friends. You can send them messages. Don't worry if they say, hey, you keep sharing this with me every day. Stop it. I won't be your friend anymore. Keep doing it anyway. Don't worry. They'll still be your friend. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Sandra in Queens. Sandra.
Hello.
How are you,
Good
Sandra?
afternoon.
How are you?
I'm good.
What's up?
Okay, my question.
Your question.
Okay, my fiance
Yes.
just got filed for and he's in the country.
Okay.
How long will it take? How long does he have to live in America before he can file for me?
Your fiance just got his green card?
Yeah, his son filed for him and he's now in the country.
Okay. Does he entered as a permanent resident?
Right.
Okay. Go get married tomorrow and let him file for you. All right? If I had the wedding music, I'd play it right now. I don't because Facebook would kick me off, but da 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 da, the whole thing. All right?
Well, I'm not going to go get married tomorrow. I'm going home back to Jamaica. I was on a visit.
Okay, fine. He can go marry you as quickly as possible. The quicker the point is, the quicker he marries you, the quicker he can file for you, the quicker you'll get here with your green card.
Okay, can I hold that like this?
Yeah, hold on one second. All right. Let's go to Mildred in Newark, New Jersey. Mildred, this is your time to shine. Mildred in Newark, New Jersey.
Hello, hi.
How are you, Mildred?
I'm good.
What's up?
Yeah,
Mildred, my dear Mildred.
Yes, hi.
How can I help
you? I have a question. My sister came here on a visitor's visa, and she married a U.S. citizen. He filed for her. They went for the interview, and then they told them they were going to get back to them. Then they wrote to her, told them to come for another interview, but by then her husband was dead. He was killed.
Oh my God!
Yes.
How?
He was shot.
Oh my God! Terrible.
Yes.
All right. So when did this happen?
So that was in 2008, I think.
Okay. So then what?
So she went for the she said she went for the interview. Well, she went to tell them that the husband was no more,
right?
And wanted to know what she should do next. And they said they were going to put her through to court because they weren't married for 2 years when the guy died. So she went to court. She took a lawyer to court, and I don't know. She said they told her. They gave her the option of taking a voluntary.
What happened to filing a widow petition?
What happened when she what?
Why couldn't she file a widow petition?
She didn't know. She said she didn't know. And then the lawyer the lawyer went to court with her the first time and asked for to come back another time. The next time they went, she said the lawyer didn't even remember they had been there the first time. The judge had to remind the lawyer that, oh, you were here the last time and you asked to come another time.
Where is this you or is this somebody else?
My older sister.
Okay, so where is she now?
She's here. She didn't go home.
Okay, so she's living here under an order of deportation. So she's got a big problem.
Yes.
Okay, she should come in to see me immediately. There should have been some sort of widow petition. It's also possible to convert approved I-130s if maybe the I-130 did get approved. I'm not sure, but there's something there that's missing that should have happened. And we got to go to the bottom of it. Okay, hold on one second. All right, let's see if I get this right. All right, 1-800-529-5465. We are going to be answering your immigration questions on Facebook in about 1 minute. I'm going to speak to Esther from Detroit, Michigan first. And right after Esther, we're going to go find Belgium Kim and answer all your immigration questions on Facebook and YouTube. Esther in Detroit.
Yes, hi, how are you?
How are you?
Yeah, I have a son, he's 31, and his daddy had filed for him, and it was approved. And the problem we have, he passed away too. He got killed. So I don't know if my son can still get his paper because he filed it, he was approved, but they just didn't pay to go get it.
If you had an I-130 that was filed and approved, and you were in the process of adjusting your status here under Section 204L of the Immigration and Nationality Act, I usually don't quote sections of law, but I just wanted to throw it out to show how brilliant I am. You can still adjust. So hold on, we can help. All right? Hold on. All right, 1-800-529-5465. By the way, Ciara in the Bronx, I'm going to get to you. Delma in Atlanta, hang in there. Crystal in Kingston, not forgetting you. And Suzette in Los Angeles, Maria in Jamaica, Queens, or maybe St. Anne, Jamaica. I'm going to get you also. Plus everybody else on hold. But first, I have to introduce Belgium Kim, our social media guru, the lady with all the questions but no answers. Where is she? Where is she? Hello. Lots of questions and no answers. All right. You like that, huh? All right. What do we got on Facebook? By the way, we don't, obviously have any pre-production meetings. We just come on and do a show. Nope. Okay. If anybody, by the way, besides asking the questions, because since now I'm kind of like flying solo till we, find, the next person to co-host with me, whatever. Why are you dancing?
Phil, that I'm just agreeing with you.
Okay,
I'm agreeing
fine.
with
Okay. If anybody, I can't read I don't have time to read the comments.
All the
comments.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, I thought, okay, is you can ask questions, okay, but if anybody has any comments and you would like me to comment about their comment, throw it in there as well.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll do. That's a twist in there.
Yes.
I like that.
All right, maybe we'll come back to the comments section after. Let's do questions first.
Okay, let's do questions first. So our first question is from Kafovalu, and Kafovalu would like to know, we came here in September of 93. My daughter was 3 years old at the time. She is now 27. I went to immigration and asked if they had her I-94, and they said that they can't find it. So how can I get her I-94 now? We still want to file for her green card.
She's 3 and now 27?
So they moved here when she was 3 in 1993. She is now 27.
Okay, so you can do an I-102, which is an application for placement I-94. You can do a Freedom of Information Act request to the USCIS. You can do what's called the Customs and Border Patrol FOIA to Customs and Border Patrol and ask them to look at the airport where she came in, if you know the airplane she came in on and everything else. You can do that as well. There's lots of ways to do it. They just need to come in, and we'll be happy to help them find it. We find people's I-94s all the time. It begs the question, what happened to it, and why didn't you do anything from 3 to 27? And she's probably in DACA, and now maybe losing her DACA as of March 5th. But certainly, we can certainly help.
DACA was also my first thought. Like, why aren't you protected? Right. Antonio says, I'm hoping that you can help me. My father was a World War II veteran, but he passed away. I read one immigration law one time that for the sons and daughters of veterans, there is some sort of parole in place available. Can I access those privileges that go with this immigration law?
Not because your father. You don't get parole in place because your father was.
It's only pure in it?
No, it's if you're married. You have to be an immediate relative to get the parole in place. So the immediate relative is marriage to a U.S. citizen, parent of a U.S. citizen over the age of 21, child of a U.S. citizen under the age of 21. I would guess that somebody whose father is a World War II veteran is over the age of 21. That would be my guess.
I would say that's a very safe assumption on your part, Brad. Detective Brad on the case once again.
All right, what else?
We've got Carlos on YouTube who says, my sister's an American citizen and she wants to adopt my daughter here in the Dominican Republic. What does she need to do?
She wants to adopt daughter in Dominican Republic. First of all, to adopt a daughter, you don't go to the Dominican Republic to do the adoption. You will never get the child here. Number 2, you got to prove that the child is an orphan, no mother, no father. So we got to find out what happened to the mother, what happened to the father. Did they abandon? Did they, are they alive? Are they dead? Are they neglecting this child? What's going on? And then if the parents are alive, you got to strip the parents of their parental rights in the Dominican Republic to orphan the child, do a social worker evaluation here, do a pre-adoption here in the United States, bring the child up to do adoption here. It's a process, but that's why I'm here. Don't go to the Dominican Republic and adopt. You'll never get her here.
Carlette says, I asked you a question last week, and I think I need to give you some more clarification. I had asked if I filed for my daughter, who's 17, does she automatically become a citizen, even though she's living in Jamaica and I'm a citizen? So mom is a citizen. If she goes ahead and files for her daughter, does she automatically become a citizen even though daughter's in Jamaica?
No, the daughter has to be living in the United States with the mother as a permanent resident in her legal and physical custody. You're not living in the United States as a permanent resident if you're living in Jamaica.
We've got Ma Dukes, who's asking her a question for a friend. She says, if my friend came to the U.S. on a visitor's visa from Jamaica, got married within 2 months, which is wrong, what can be done to correct it before filing the forms with USCIS?
You can't undo the marriage.
Right.
So you're going to file the forms, hope for the best, file a waiver, and the worst. Come see me first.
We've got Tony who says, if someone got deported for domestic violence, is there any chance for re-entry to the United States?
Yes.
I had a 1-year suspended sentence in 1992.
Yes. Yes. You need a family member to sponsor you, but yes.
Theodon says, my friend filed in November of 2017 and already did the 2 fingerprints. How long until work permits arrive?
It's supposed to be 90 days, but it's taking as much as 4 or 5 months now.
Becky says, I've got a question. Can immigration deport a person while in the process of getting residency after you've already received your work permit?
Yes. You can get deported up to the day you become a citizen, Kim. Not saying that they'll be successful doing it, but the answer is can. Yes, it is possible for anyone to be deported up until the day you become a U.S. citizen.
And I know that's why you talk all the time about how even if you have a green card, the process does not stop here.
Correct. Go become a citizen. Exactly.
Yeah.
And in most countries, it's dual citizenship, so you don't have anything to lose. I know a few countries that are not dual, like Japan's not dual.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you actually told me that when I first got here. I didn't realize that I could have dual citizenship, and then you said,
yes, absolutely right. So you are a dual citizen between Belgium and the United States.
I am indeed, and I still in Belgium they force you to vote. Like every person over the age of 18 has to vote.
So you vote, and you have no idea who you're voting for.
They mail me a ballot.
Bless their hearts. And you're like, I don't know.
I call my siblings who are all still there, and I'm like,
who should I vote? It's like when you go into the voting, right? Like those people, who are U.S. citizens who are watching, when you go in the voting booth and you're going down the line, okay, president, senator, congressman, and then you get down to like your local official, like you have no idea who these people are, and then you just start randomly like, I don't know, Democrat, I have no idea. Right.
Oh, George, yeah. I knew a guy in high school named
George. Maybe that's him. All right, I'll vote for him. That's how it works.
Yeah, I've been trying to do better with local, but I'm still not very good at it. I'm still, no.
Ma Dukes has a question. I just saw it come across on Facebook. She wants to know, when do you file? You basically, what's going to happen is you're going to go to your interview, okay, and then the presumption goes to you to explain why it was not your intention to get married when you came into the airport. And if they believe that, then you don't need a waiver. And if they don't believe it, which most likely they won't under the law, then you need to do a waiver, and you do the waiver after the denial, not before.
LaCoy wants to know, my wife overstayed her stay after we got married. She was detained but is out on bond right now. I filed the I-130 and she's got a court date in April. Do I need to wait until after the court date to file the I-485?
Yes, and you need a lawyer to help you with all this stuff. You can't just go to court without a lawyer and then just say, I'll be filing an I-485. That's not going to work out very well for you.
Right, and he's actually got a follow-up. He said, do I file the I-130 with the I-485 for my stepson? My stepson's 10 years old.
Yes, if he's not in removal, yes.
If the mom is in removal, would the stepson automatically be in removal? Since it's her son?
No.
That was really more of a me question.
I know that. I realized that. You just popped in your head. I got it.
It does.
Yes,
Sometimes I need to follow up my own immigration knowledge. Jerome says his dad filed for a friend of his, but the dad passed away. Can the aunts take over the filing?
Yes. How many? We have a lot of questions still. The answer is yes. You need a humanitarian waiver. So let's do this. Let's do 4 or 5 more questions. Okay. And then we have a bunch of people who have been on hold for a while, and then we're going to come back to more of questions and comments from you on our Facebook and YouTube page. How's that? All right.
That sounds delightful. Okay. Fatal Ronald. I was going to say Fat Ronald.
Fat Ronald?
Fatal Ronald.
Fat Ronald sounds better, but fatal, okay.
I know.
I'd rather talk to Fat Ronald and Fatal Ronald between me and you. But, all right. But maybe Fatal Ronald's a good guy. Let's see. Maybe it's not Fetal Ronald. It's Fatal.
It's definitely Fatal. Fetal okay. Ronald. Fatal sounds aggressive, but fetal would be weird.
That's weird. Like unborn baby Ronald has a question.
In the womb, Ronald says, my mother is a citizen and I'm married. How long is it going to take for me to get my green card through my mom?
14, 12, 13, 15. Somewhere between 12 and 15 years. A long, long time. Yeah.
Jerome, we've got McHale who says, my mom's a U.S. citizen. I'm married. I'm currently in Jamaica. She wants to file for me. Is it best for me to come to the States before she starts the filing, or do I stay put in Jamaica for 13 years?
Stay put. Because you come to the States, you're going to be illegal. It's not a pleasant experience to be illegal in the United States of Donald Trump these days.
I was just about to say, particularly in this climate.
Correct.
I'm going to squeeze one more in before we get back to the calls. But Chef wants to know, do we have to come to you, Brad, or can we work over the phone?
You can work over the phone.
Absolutely. Do it all the time, Chevy.
All right. So we will be back with social media Kim, Belgium Kim, in a few minutes. I'm going to answer some of your questions. People are on hold right now, and we're going to come back to you in a little bit. How's that?
Awesome. Thanks, Brad.
Okay. All right. So let's go to Crystal in Kingston, Jamaica. Crystal.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. Just going to ask a question. My mom has been filing for me from March of last year, but I'm over 21. How long do you think it will take?
Your mom's a citizen?
Yes.
About another 5 or 6 years.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have a while to go. You got a while to go. All right, hang in there.
All right, thank you.
Don't sell the house so quickly or quit your job. All right?
All right, thank you.
Right. 1-800-529-5465. Ciara in the Bronx. Ciara. Let's go to Chevy in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Chevy.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, how are you?
Just a simple question. Do you have to come physically to you guys, or it's something that you can deal with over the phone?
We handle cases for people over the phone in all 50 states and around the world. And if we do all the paperwork, we get all the information over the phone, we email it to you, you print it out, you send it back to us, we file it, and we deal with immigration even from state to state. And if when there comes time for an interview or a hearing, or you have to go see a judge, or whatever your issue is with immigration, we will literally get on an airplane and come down and meet you in the courthouse or the immigration service or whatever it is.
Literally. I hope you guys aren't expensive, because my husband and I are actually trying to get to use you guys.
Okay. Well, I hope we're not. I will tell you I'm not the cheapest man in America, but I'm far from the most expensive. All right? Somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Thank you.
Hold on. All right, let's go to Suzette in Los Angeles, California. Suzette.
Hi, good afternoon. My daughter and my son have approved petitions. Both are here in the U.S. right now. Is it a possibility to adjust their status while they're here?
They have approved petitions. How old are they?
Oh, they're over 21.
Okay, have they overstayed their time?
No, not yet.
And when did you file for them?
2013.
2013?
Yes.
No, because right now the priority dates are in 2011. So they're not eligible. You can only adjust your status if you're eligible for a green card. They're not eligible for their green cards for at least 2 or 3 more years. So they would not be eligible to adjust their status, and if they did, they would end up overstaying and being illegal.
So how long? It says in the record that we have to wait another 10 years?
Well, I don't know. Where are they from? What country?
Philippines.
You're from the Philippines, and they are unmarried of U.S. citizens. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So right now, unmarried children from the Philippines whose parents are U.S. citizens, and these children
No, we're not U.S. citizens.
Oh, residents.
Resident,
Okay,
yeah.
and whose parents are permanent residents, those parents who filed on September 1st, 2007 are getting their children their green cards. They're 2013. They're 5-6 years away still. So really the question becomes is, what can we do to keep them in status here during this period of time? I don't have the answer. We don't want them to overstay. They're not eligible to adjust. But certainly, I think it's worthwhile to have a phone consultation at the bare minimum, and let's see what we can do to try to keep them here in status so they don't have to go home. All right?
Okay, well, how will I call you?
The same telephone number you just called to get on our show. Hold on 1 second. All right?
Okay.
All right. All right. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. So here at the... it's so unusual to call it the Brad Show. I'm not used to it yet. I got to get used to it. So here at the Brad Show, it should be the Brad, and I don't know. Brad Show. Maybe we'll come up with a better name. I don't know. But here at the Brad Show, we have correspondents all over the place. You've met Anna Ascona, and we have a new correspondent I want to introduce you to. His name is Jonathan Elias. Elias. I got it right now. I've been pronouncing his name wrong all day, and I knew I was still pronouncing it wrong. Jonathan Elias. He is American-born. His mom is from Ethiopia. His dad is from Nigeria. And I want to introduce you to Jonathan.
What's up, Brad Squad? It's your boy Jonathan Elias, one of the newest correspondents for The Brad Show. I'm super excited to be here. A little bit about myself. I am a multimedia mogul in the making, you feel me? I have a music video countdown aired in Africa and Europe on an Ethiopian network, which goes into my story. My mom is Eritrean from East Africa, and my dad is Nigerian from West Africa. They fled Ethiopia due to war, and from being refugees in Sudan, now they're living the American dream in the United States, and thanks to them, I'm doing the same. So now let's hit up the streets. Let's ask these people their immigration story. You gonna talk? Come on.
Both my mom and my dad are from Barbados. They came here when they were in their 20s, and basically they worked really hard. My mom was a registered nurse and my dad was a security guard.
My grandpa was from China.
Okay.
My grandma was, she's a Mexican. They bring my mom over here to a better life.
I was born in America, but my wife was born in Israel, and all of my grandparents were born in another country.
They both worked really hard to send me and my sister to college, to make sure we have roof over our heads. They were really like the true story of like what it means to work hard, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, use your resources, and then put us in places where me and my sister are very fortunate to be right now.
Actually, I come from China, and I come here for study and in Boston.
I came from the Dominican Republic when I was 15 years old to New York, and I stayed here for 10 years.
I was born here, but it all started from my parents coming from Egypt, and now I'm living the American dream.
All because of them.
All because of them.
Do you feel like you're living your American dream since you left Dominican Republic?
Oh yes. We left the Dominican Republic for a better future for myself and my brothers to go to school here, to become somebody here, because there was no way for us to make it over there.
I'm not American citizen, but I want to someday I can stay in here, find some nice job. I think America is a nice place for everyone.
Good luck. You're gonna do it. I have faith in you. Because of your grandparents, do you feel like you're living the American dream?
Yes, we're living a better life dream.
There you go, the American dream, because of the grandparents. Woo!
I do feel like I'm living my American dream because my grandparents came over here for a better life and not to be persecuted. I'm making a living and I'm not persecuted, and I have a family. I'm very proud of it.
Because of my parents, I am fortunate. I know what it means to work hard, and I'm working and striving towards the American dream.
Here it is.
There you have it.
I'm a food truck now. I'm happy now. Wasn't at first, but now everything works
That's
out.
all that matters.
Everything comes out to an end game, you know. God's big. It worked out pretty well.
This is bomb. Oh yeah. This is good. You want one? Camera. There you have it, Brad Squad. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your correspondent for today. We got some amazing stories. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It's raining, I'm cold, and I'm hungry. We going now. All right.
All right, Jonathan Elias, our newest correspondent. I got it right, Jill Elias. I've said it. She keeps fixing it. I got it right. I promise you. Jonathan Elias. By the way, apparently I was watching on Facebook. Everybody saying, "Wow, he's a pretty good-looking guy." All right, 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Sharon in West Palm Beach, Florida. Sharon, what's up?
Hello?
Sharon in West Palm Beach, Florida. What's up?
I'm good. I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently living in West Palm Beach, right?
Right.
I'm married with my wife, and I put in all my papers and stuff. They sent me on the 2nd of January to do my biometric and a fingerprint. I did all of that, but I don't get a response from them as yet. So I'm wondering, what should I do, or what next step should I go and take?
You just sent it the second week of February. That was 2 weeks ago. What is
No, man. The 2nd of January.
The 2nd of
the
January.
2nd of
Did you get a receipt back?
No, they didn't make me a receipt. When I went there and did everything, they gave me the same receipt that I originally had before.
All right, so you went in physically, handed it in.
Right, I went in physically, did my biometric and the fingerprint.
Oh, so you did back in first week of January.
Right.
All right, so now you got to wait. You got to wait about 90 days. Trump has slowed everything down. Okay, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All right, so you're right on track, though. I thought I misunderstood the question. I thought you said you didn't get anything. You filed and you haven't heard anything. But if you took your biometric, you took your biometric in early January. If this was a year and a half ago, I'd tell you your work permit's in the mail. But now you did your biometric early January. Don't expect your work permit till April.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All right,
appreciate it.
1-800-529-5465. Did we speak to Ciara in the Bronx already? Was she back, or we didn't speak? I did not speak to Ciara. Ciara, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's up?
So, I'm calling in reference to my husband.
Mm-hmm.
So we're married. We've been married for 3 years. He came here when he was 5.
Right.
He came up under his cousin's birth certificate back then.
Right.
His mom is a citizen, and I just want to know, how can we go about me filing for him so that way he can have a status in the country.
How old is he now?
He is 23.
All right. So he was basically smuggled into the country as a 5-year-old. You can't be held responsible for that.
Right.
And his mother's a citizen. How'd the mother get a green card, and how come she never did anything for him?
Right. So that's the question we all ask.
That's the question I'm asking too.
Her mother.
Do we have an answer?
No. Her mother filed for her, and that's how she came to the country. And when she went for her citizen, I don't think that she added him on there, and she did it before he was 18.
Okay. So when her mother, which is his grandma, filed for mom, was he alive?
He was you alive? I'm not. Maybe he was in Jamaica. Yes,
okay.
I think he was alive. Yeah,
he was alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when did the mom? Do you know when the mom got her green card?
No, I don't.
Okay.
They did a what is that thing called? You know how you look to see if the child was a citizen? They did that freedom search background.
Freedom of Information Act request.
Nothing came up.
So this is the deal. So he came when he was 5. So he came about 18 years ago, around the year 2000, right? When did he come?
Right.
What year did he come?
1999.
1999?
Around 1999.
Okay, and did he go to school right away?
He did go to school right away,
okay,
yeah.
Perfect. All right. So it sounds to me, and I could be wrong, but based on everything you're telling me, it sounds to me Grandma filed for Mom, and she filed for Mom sometime in the late 90s, and Mom got her green card and then eventually became a citizen and never did anything for. I'm just basing it on the timeline of what you're telling me. You know?
Right.
As long as Grandma filed for Mom before April 30th, 2001, he can pay a penalty fee of $1,000 and get his green card through you. So the key question when you do a Freedom of Information Act request, I don't know what you did it on, but what I would do a Freedom of Information Act request on is I would get grandma's filing for mom and see what date the application went in. Sounds like it was before April 2001. Then he'll pay a $1,000 penalty fee and get his green card here. So that's where we got to start. So come in and see us, okay?
Okay.
Hold on. Let's go to Ricky in Long Island. Ricky.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, what's up?
Which is easier to file? I have a green card, right?
Right.
To file for my girlfriend or to marry her, which is easier?
To file for your girlfriend to marry her? There's no filing for girlfriend, so you got to marry her.
Okay, cause I'm a green card holder.
Right. So how long have you had a green card?
3 years now. Yeah. March coming.
Where's your girlfriend?
Jamaica.
Okay, go to Jamaica, marry her, come back, file for her. She'll be here in 18 months.
In 18 months?
Yes.
Okay, so do I need to see you for this case?
I would think so. If you want to get her here as quickly as possible, yes.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Hold on. We'll help you. All right, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. By the way, we have more than one Brad correspondent today. We have multiple Brad correspondents from all over. We saw Jonathan Elias, I got it right, here in New York. He's half Ethiopian, half Nigerian. Everybody loved him, apparently. I was watching on Facebook. Everyone, oh, he's so handsome. He's so handsome. He's now going to be the handsome guy on the show, which is fine. I can take it. We also have beautiful Anna Escona, who happened to hang out with Jill this weekend at her party in Wynwood in Miami, but still found time to interview William Villalona. William Villalona. We're going to find out how we pronounce his name. He's a Grammy-nominated music producer for the album Amor Total, which was number 1 and 2 on the Billboard charts. He discusses his family's immigration story from the Dominican Republic. Let's watch.
Hey friends from The Brad Show, I'm Anna Escona. Today I have with me Grammy-nominated producer William Villalona, best known as Latin Will. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey, it's my pleasure.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Well, I'm a music producer. I produce, create beats, I engineer as well. I vocal produce and I write.
Okay, so can you share with us some of your major projects that you've worked on?
Yes, I worked on my breakthrough album was with Toby Love, Amor Total. That's when I got nominated for a Grammy. 2 of our songs went hit the top 1 and 2 on the billboards at that time, and that's when kind of everything started moving more faster for me. That was my biggest project.
And what was that feeling like when you found out you were nominated to a Grammy? Because I mean, that's incredible.
It was crazy because I've been like moments like that. I've been dreaming them since I was a kid, and I was basically driving to New York to a meeting, and Toby's manager called me. He was like, "Yo, you got nominated as a producer of the year." And I speed like I went like 120 miles per hour. Like I was excited. And it was crazy. It was a crazy feeling. It was incredible.
What would you say has been the biggest challenge being a music producer?
Oh yeah, it's been a couple of times. You know, because when you have kids and when you have a family, it's tough. It's not as easy as people think. It has to be a balance, and that was a tough challenge for me. And you know, leaving my daughters and moving to another state, that was the hardest part, where you just pick up everything and chase a dream where you don't know what's gonna happen, but you know in your heart you have what it takes to make it. That was my biggest challenge. When I left from their side, that was very difficult for me.
Wow. So the purpose of this interview is because we want to hear your immigration background. Can you share with us your immigration history?
Yeah. I was born in Paterson, New Jersey, from Dominican parents. My parents came in the late 70s, mid 60s, 65. And my father, you know, he came illegally. At that time, it was kind of like easier and he came with another name, and he worked hard and somehow got his papers, brought my parents, and started bringing all my family members to New Jersey. And
this was your grandpa?
My grandparents started first, okay. And then my father was the first one to come. illegally.
Okay.
So he worked hard and started bringing our families, and from there.
So you were born in Patterson. Are you first generation American?
I'm first generation American.
What was that like?
It was tough because we wasn't at home. We wasn't able to speak English. My father had a rule where it's like you cannot speak English in the house because you're gonna learn it in school. So I'm doing this for a purpose because we want you to speak perfect English as well as perfect Spanish and learn how to read and write it, and it worked. It was cool because now all my brothers and sisters, we speak perfect Spanish and we know how to read and write it. So I appreciate my father for doing that. And I applied the same rule with my daughters as well.
So most people migrate to the States in search of the American dream. What's your definition of the American dream?
The American dream is basically being able to say to your parents that or your family members, hey, I did something for myself. To me, that's the American dream.
Do you feel like you're living it? Or do you feel like you still have more to accomplish?
Still, I believe that there's more, and I'm gonna keep working hard to accomplish that. I promised my father that I was gonna be an example, and before he passed, I told him the same thing, and I've been kind of going the same route, and I've been working hard. Despite of how this industry is. It's like families sometimes they don't believe, or friends be like, oh, he's crazy. But I understand them because it's a very tough, difficult industry.
Okay, well, before we go, can you tell our viewers where we can check out your music?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Latin Will Music. You can find me on SoundCloud at Latin Will Music. Hey, this is your boy Latin Will, and I want to thank the Brad Show for having me. Peace.
All right, Anna. Jeff, you can now go change your picture. Anna is done. And Anna will be back with us later in the week. And I believe Jonathan Elias will also be back with us later in the week, plus some more correspondents. We're going to be getting a whole bunch of people coming in and out. We'll see who everybody loves. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Martina in St. Anne, Jamaica. Martina.
Hello, good night, Brad.
How you doing?
Just want to ask an immigration question.
Sure, go ahead.
My grandfather filed for my mother and I just done it. And we went to the embassy yesterday, but my name wasn't on the paper when they get the email.
Your grandfather filed for your grandmother and your name's not on the paper? Is that your question?
My grandfather filed
your grandfather filed for your mother. How old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 23. He had a son before 23.
Yeah, well, you fall off at 21 unless you're under the Child Status Protection Act. So once you turn 21, you're off the case. You get to add, there's an original I-130 visa petition. So you get
but he paid the money and do it. But the lawyer get the information from December and called us the other day on the rush to go to the embassy.
Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, I don't know what the lawyer did. There's one visa petition. He only paid one fee. He paid one fee. Okay, and the fee was for the I-130 visa petition. And it took a period of time for the I-130 visa petition to get approved. Maybe it took 2 months. Maybe it took 2 years. Maybe it took 4 years. I don't know. You get to add on to your 21st birthday the time in which it took the I-130 visa petition to get approved. So let's say it took 1 year to get approved. Then you have to file your biographic data forms at the National Visa Center before your 22nd birthday. That's how it works. I don't know the answer because I don't have the papers in front of me. So what you're going to say to me is the lawyer did it and now they say it's not done. Something to that effect. And the answer is I have no idea. The only way I can do it is to literally look at the papers in front of me, see what the lawyer did, and then tell you whether or not you're included or not. There's so many times when lawyers make mistakes, the U.S. Embassy makes mistakes, immigration makes mistakes, and it takes somebody like me to point it out to them. So hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Anna in Hartford, Connecticut. Anna.
Hi, I have a question.
Go ahead.
My dad filed for me when I came here when I was 16, and he's a citizen, so don't I automatically become a citizen?
Is that your question?
Yeah.
Okay, how old are you now?
31.
You're 31 years old. So you were born what year? I'm bad at math. What year were you born?
86.
86, so 96. So you turned 18 in 2004, is that correct? Okay. Now, where's your mom?
Jamaica.
In Jamaica. Now, was your mom or dad ever married to each other?
No.
Okay. Now, your dad filed for you. You lived with him in the household with him?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you have to be able to prove for you to become an automatic citizen is that you're in the legal and physical custody of your father. Now, we've had lawyers on before discussing the difference. You were definitely in the physical custody of your father. You were probably in the legal custody of him, but it's not 100%. Now, did you file your N-600, or you haven't done anything yet?
No.
Okay. It sounds to me like you're a citizen, but you have to prove that he had legal custody of you as well as physical custody. Okay?
Well, he talked to me and I came here to him.
I understand that, but that doesn't mean he had legal custody of you. So hold on one second. Hold on. That means he has physical custody of you. Let's go to Jerome in Hartford. Jerome.
Yes, I'm here.
How are you?
I'm amazing the best. You?
You said you're amazing. I'm amazing as well.
Good.
What's up?
Okay, it's for a friend. His dad had filed for him. Now the dad has passed on, so his aunts want to know what he can do if they can now.
Where's the friend?
He's in Jamaica.
Okay.
And the aunts are in Connecticut.
Okay, fine. So the aunt can the aunt can the case is over. Once the petitioning father dies, that's the end of the case.
Okay.
Now, the aunt can reinstate the case, revalidate the case. If she can show and step into the shoes of the father, if she can show that that there's a humanitarian reason why this person needs to come to America. Maybe it's economic, medical, family unity, but there's reasons why he would need to come here. So the aunt can take it over, but you got to get approval from immigration. So hold on one second. By the way, you're in Hartford, Connecticut, Jerome. You know where 1 Congress Street is?
1 Congress Street. Yeah. I'm not familiar, but the aunt is more familiar with here.
So we have an office on 1 Congress Street, which is about 3 blocks down from where the immigration service is in Hartford.
All right, I'll let her know.
So she can see us in Connecticut. Hold on
Sure,
one
I'll
second.
let her know.
Okay. All right. 1-800-529-5465. And by the way, we're going to find Belgium Kim in about 3 more telephone calls. And so please leave if you don't get your questions asked online, because I can't answer everybody. Please leave your questions on Facebook and YouTube right now, because I'm going to be answering them. Belgium Kim has lots of questions. Hopefully I have some answers for her. And we're going to be getting to her in a few minutes. So please leave your questions on Facebook and YouTube. For legal help, you're going to call us at 1-800-529-5465. It's the same number for Spar and Bernstein. So if you say, you know what, I like this guy, I think I'd need some help. When you call 1-800-529-5465, that's the number for my office. It's a telephone number for my office. It's also the telephone number to get on our show. Either way, we can help you. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Cicely in Teaneck, New Jersey. Cicely.
Yes. I'm calling in regards to my husband.
Yes.
He filed for his citizenship, but he was in a fight in the park 1997.
Right.
And it was like with some kind of a weapon, I don't know. But he went to court and he filed for citizenship, and we received that he has a date to go in on the 22nd. That's tomorrow.
Great.
So I don't know if he can go there.
When did he get a fight in the park?
1997.
So what do you mean he can't go for a citizenship interview if he got a fight in the park in 1997?
I don't know, because he went to see a lawyer, and she told him that he had to clear up that situation.
Oh, he never went back to court on that?
He went back to court and he had probation.
Okay, so he cleared it up. He was found guilty of something. So your question is he had a fight in the park in 1997, maybe it was some sort of assault.
Yeah, and I think he pleaded guilty to it.
All right, so he has a criminal record. And you should not be going to immigration with a criminal record unless you're 100% certain what's going to happen. So he went to a lawyer and asked the lawyer, hey, what's going to happen? And apparently either the lawyer discussed it with you and you didn't understand, or the lawyer discussed it with you and the lawyer had no idea what he was talking about.
With him. She told him that he has to have that clear up.
Okay, because that term, you have to have it cleared up, is a meaningless term to me and to anybody who would handle
Okay, what does she mean?
So I don't know what that means. You know, so that's what I'm saying. If the lawyer literally said, you got to go clear that thing up, then the lawyer's an imbecile. Then that lawyer's an imbecile because that means absolutely nothing. If she said you can't go to immigration because you pled guilty to a deportable offense, and that deportable offense is now potentially going to put you in deportation, you should go vacate that conviction. Well, then maybe...
I think that's what she's telling him to do, to go see someone else to get, have it. You cannot have it expunged. You have to have it... Vacated. What is vacate? I don't know.
But now, I don't know. I don't know what he pled guilty to, and I don't know if it's a deportable offense or not, or if it prevents him from becoming a citizen. To play it safe, I would not go. To play it safe. And then I would make an appointment to come see me, and then I'll tell you exactly what to do.
Okay.
All right, hold on. 1-800-529-5465. Audrey in Kansas City. Audrey in Kansas City.
Hello.
How are you, Audrey?
I'm good. My name is actually Eunice.
Eunice. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where they got Audrey from, but how are you, Eunice?
I'm good. I'm from Kingston, Jamaica.
Okay, what's up?
I have a friend who have been arrested, but they haven't been convicted of the charge. It was misdemeanor of shoplifting, and it was another grand larceny with a Chinese man who delivered food to him, and he wanted his money back, and he got into an altercation with the guy, and he just take his money from the Chinese man, and the Chinese man called the cops. And
got it. All right, so your friend has two arrests, one for shoplifting and one for taking his money back from the Chinese food delivery guy.
Yeah, the shoplifting was an accusation, and both were dismissed. We got letters of disposition, and he is actually concerned of filing for citizenship.
I would be concerned too. Let's make sure he doesn't found guilty of anything. But also, even if he wasn't found guilty of anything, he has to show 5 years good moral character. Okay.
Yes, so, it's been 5 years since. It's been more than 5 years since those offenses.
If it has been more than 5 years, and both offenses were dismissed, he should be eligible for citizenship. The only thing I would be concerned about is that he's reading his records properly. So, so as long as if he is 100% certain he's reading his records properly, go file your citizenship. Show that dispositions they were dismissed. It happened more than 5 years ago. You'll be a citizen. If it's anything other than dismissed, or it happened within the last 5 years, he should have a lawyer look at it. Me personally, I think this is your life. You make a mistake, you're going to get deported. You make a mistake, you may not become a citizen. It's worth it as a bare minimum to have a consultation and let me look at it.
Okay.
Hold on. All right, let's go to Maurice in Ocala, Florida. Maurice.
Good evening to you, Brad. How are you doing? My wife filed for me and my daughter. We're here, but we got the letter for the interview for next month, but I did not get my green card. Is there something wrong with it?
Wait. You got an interview next month, but you didn't get your green card? I don't understand.
I didn't get my green card because they were back and forth with the paperwork, but I did not get my green card. But the interview is set for next month in Orlando.
Well, you wouldn't get a green card until you pass your interview. Are you talking about your work permit you didn't get?
My work permit.
Oh, okay, fine. That's what no. Just because you didn't get your work permit doesn't mean anything's a problem with your green card interview.
So we're scheduled to go in for the interview. I was wondering if there was a problem because I didn't get the work permit.
No, the only problem is it sounds like you've been screwing up your case since day one. So maybe, just maybe, you'd want a lawyer to get involved now. This is your life.
Yeah, because it's a schedule, the two of us, and it's like I want to know if that was okay or...
Yeah, no, just because you didn't get your work permit doesn't mean, you're going to be denied. You're not going to walk in and they're going to say, aha, you didn't get your work permit, you're denied. That's not going to happen. What may happen is they say, you've screwed up this paperwork so much, you're denied. I don't know.
Okay. I enjoy watching your program every evening.
Thank you.
Listen to you.
Thank you. So maybe make an appointment. Hold on. All right. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. That's not only the number to get on our show here at The Brad Show. It's The Brad Show. The Brad Show. It's The Brad Show. Hey, it's The Brad Show. I just got to get used to saying it. I'm just going to keep saying it over and over and over again until it kind of rings good to me. But that's the telephone number to call, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. Let's find Belgium Kim. Let's see what comments are in the comment section. The questions in the question section. And let's see what answers I have in my brain. All right?
That's a lot. That's a lot of things to go.
That's a lot of things, yes.
You want a comment first, or you want a question first? Pick a number.
I'm just looking here. Jeff Bossy goes, The Brad Show sounds like an old TV show. Yes, from the 1950s. I followed, yes. Coming up, Dick Cavett, followed by The Brad Show. All right. What's going on? I got to get comfortable here for this. All right, let's go.
You know, Theodon, one of our really funny conversations that was happening was that Theodon voted, and a few people have done this, voted for Tamika Nelson to be your new co-host.
Really?
She's already the president of the Brad Show fan
She
club.
is the star of the Bratified Marriage segment by far.
man.
Nothing against Kevin, all right? Because I love Kevin, okay?
You do love
but Tamika stole the show in that segment.
She did.
She just took the house down on that one.
She was rocking.
And by the way, we have a whole bunch of requests. Cordella Willery is requested.
Cordella Willery nominated herself. It's different that other people nominated Tamika.
It's much better when you get nominated by other people. Okay, what else? All right, put her in the hopper, Jill. Tamika Nelson. Maybe she'll be the co-host. Stick her out on the street with a microphone. See how she does.
Exactly.
All right. What else we got?
So we've got Christine, who actually has a question, and she wants to know, is it possible to travel during the process of doing my citizenship, to travel out of the country?
Yeah, just don't stay out for more than like a month or so.
Joy wonders, her husband filed a separate I-130 for her son. He is 16 years old, and herself when the husband was a green card holder. Since he has been naturalized and the son is 18 years old, does he now need to file a separate I-485?
Yes.
What are the procedures to do so?
File an adjustment for the son and a separate adjustment for the wife.
Matthias says, I received an RFIE for my I-485 and agreed to go with the joint sponsor option. Okay. She's married, and for her recent tax year, she filed jointly with her husband.
All right, let's stop. Let's stop there so I can tell everybody what you're talking about.
Thank you.
She filed an adjustment application. She got what's called an RFE, which is a request for further evidence. He said, whoever your sponsor is doesn't make enough money. Please give a second affidavit of support, which she said she gladly did. Now let's continue.
Right.
Okay.
So I've got everything I need to submit and wanted to be sure that if an I-864A is required or just the I-864 that was requested on the request for further evidence.
So let's interpret there now. So the I-864, because we're throwing numbers out like, and acronyms out all over the place, all right? So the I-864 is the affidavit of support. The I-864A is the affidavit of support that is signed by other people in the household if you're combining household income. So if this affidavit of support is being given by somebody else who lives in the same house as you and the petitioner, then you do the I-864A. If this person lives across the street from you, in another city, down the block, in the apartment upstairs, you can hit with the broom, shut up already, whatever it is, but they're not living in the same home as you, then it's a separate I-864.
Got it.
Did anybody ever hit a broom?
Over someone's head?
Yeah, I did that once. I didn't hit anybody on the broom. When I was in law school, this was so annoying. There was a woman, I'm trying to study I'll never forget this. There was a woman, it's a true story, she was a flautist. She would do the
flute?
What is the, when you blow in here and it's a long.
Yeah, isn't that a piccolo? It's a piccolo.
Whatever she was. And I'm studying for the bar exam, all right, and all day long I would hear, do 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 do. You know, she just played the scales up and down. And that's my only recollection.
That's all she played?
All she played. And I would sit there and bang. I had a broom and I would bang. Hey, shut up! I'm trying to study. So all day long she's going do 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 do, and I'm like bang bang bang. All right, whatever. All right, dumb story. It just reminded me of that when I said that because I did that like 25 years ago. All right, continue. I have no idea why that I just even mentioned that. That was completely ridiculous. Let's continue.
It's a deep, intimate knowledge inside your younger years. Brad,
Exactly.
We've got Arlene, who is 41 years old.
Okay.
And she recently met a man
Very nice.
who was 63 years old.
Ooh, 32-year difference.
Mm-hmm.
32 years difference.
What she's worried about, the question as she wrote it was, is she going to have a problem to marry him? I don't think that's her real question.
Is she going to have a problem to marry him? Well,
yes.
I mean, you can marry anybody you want, okay? You know, is she asking, is this the right man for her? Well, you know, he's 33 years difference, right? Mm-hmm. There's a big age difference there, but maybe we'd have to get them on and do some marriage counseling and see. But the real question I think she's asking is, what about immigration?
Right, I think you're right.
I assume that is the question. And the answer is, as long as it's a bona fide marriage, they will certainly question you. They're going to separate you in 2 different rooms. They're going to certainly question you. But yeah, there are people who are married who are 33 years apart.
We've got Cicely who wants to know, can someone who got into a fight in 1997 in the park file for his citizenship? Is this the same Cicely that called?
I believe, yes. It's the same Cicely that called. And it depends on what the result of that fight was. She said he pled guilty, but we don't know what he pled guilty to.
To or why? Right. Yeah. We've got a ton of questions on YouTube, so I'm going to plow through those really.
Let's plow.
Steven says, can my mom Can my mom, who's a U.S. citizen, file for her unmarried son over 21?
Yes.
Who is me? He is
Why not? Why not?
So what
waiver? There's no way. If you're here in the United States, your mom's going to file an I-130. You're going to wait 6-7 years. You're going to do a provisional waiver in 6-7 years. Go home and come back. That's what the law is today. Ask me what the law will be in 6 years from now. I have no idea. So right now, the only thing that mom has to do is file an I-130. And you worry about it down the line.
So he's got a bit of a follow-up. He says, what waiver can I file under 245I? Because my E2 visa expired in December of 99. And then I filed at the time an I-601 or 601A. He's 33 now and currently covered by DACA. Does that change anything?
An I-601, somebody tried to adopt him? An orphan?
In 1999?
I don't know. He would. We need to know more information. Come back to us.
Yeah.
Okay. An I-600. By the way, an I-600 is the adoption. I-601 is the waiver application. 245I is the grandfathering that if you had an approved case before April 30th, 2001. I'm not sure what he's asking.
I gotcha.
Okay.
We've got Kirk who wants to know, how long does it take to get my wife here? I'm a green card holder.
1.5 to 2 years, closer to 1.5 years if you do it right.
Sebastian, which I love because that's one of my brother's names. So Sebastian has.
So I'll give him a really good answer.
Oh, good. Yeah, only the ones with people with names that are like our siblings.
Yes, Sebastian from Belgium would like to know. My sister's a U.S. citizen, works at a law office. She asks questions on a social media platform. How long will it take for her to sponsor me?
Years, big bro. Yes, yeah. A friend has a 10-year visa and came to the U.S. to give birth twice and now has decided to relocate to the U.S. permanently.
Sebastian, you can't come to the United States on a visitor's visa to give birth. That's fraud. You just called out your friend for fraud. Why would you do that, Sebastian? You can't. There's no such thing as visitor's visa equals baby making visa. Okay?
No.
Doesn't work that way. If the government knows that you came on a visitor's visa and gave birth, they're not letting you into the United States of America on that visitor's visa. Let's continue the question now.
So now that she's permanently decided to relocate here, she wants to come here with her children, based on her 10-year visa. I think you already answered the question, which was, did she make the right move?
Why don't you hang in there for 1 second? Stay with me here, Kim. Don't leave us. I have Ian calling from Kingston, Jamaica. He's calling on a credit card that's going to expire soon. So they're begging me to take it before he expires his credit. Ian, we don't want you to lose all your money on your credit. What's your question?
Okay, I was deported from the United States back in 1990. I recently found out that I am a derived citizen by my father's citizenship.
Okay.
I want to know, what can I do to get to be returned back to the States. I actually went to the embassy and they turned me down for a U.S.
passport already. All right, so they said you're not a U.S. citizen.
That's what they said.
So why do you think you are a U.S. citizen? What happened?
Well, as I said, my father became a citizen before I was 18.
Okay. And you were living with him in the United States?
I was living, yes, I was. I grew up with my father in the United States.
Okay.
I lived in Jamaica when I was 10 years old.
As a green card holder?
As a green card holder, yeah.
How old are you now?
I am 56 years old.
56? 56, you said?
Yes, 56 now.
Okay, 66.
I've been here back 27 years.
Was your dad a citizen when you were born?
When I was born?
Yes.
No, I was born in Jamaica.
No, I'm saying when you were born, was your father a U.S. citizen already?
No.
Okay. So he became a citizen. He became a citizen sometime between your birth and 18th birthday.
Right.
Okay. Now, where's your mom?
My mom is in Canada.
Okay. Is your mom alive?
Yeah, but she never lived in the States, yes.
Okay. Was your mom married to your dad?
No, she wasn't.
Okay. Unfortunately, then, based on what you're telling me, the U.S. Embassy is correct. You are not a U.S. citizen. And the reason you are not a U.S. citizen is because of your age, you fall under the old immigration laws, not the new ones. These are laws that were from the 80s and the 1990s. The laws are different now than they were back then. For you to gain citizenship through your father back then, one of three. Either one, he had to be a citizen when you were born, and you said no. Two, he had to be a citizen and divorced from your mom and you living in the custody with him. He was never married to your mom, so that's no. Or three, he had to be a citizen. Your mom died before your 18th birthday, and your mom is well and alive. So unfortunately, no, you're not a U.S. citizen. I have to say to you, I was looking forward to getting you a U.S. passport because I love proving the U.S. Embassy wrong, but in this particular case, they're right.
Okay, so there's no way for me to return back to the United States.
I have no idea. You just asked me about citizenship. Why were you deported?
I got busted with a pound of marijuana.
Yeah, no, pound of marijuana, you're not coming back. So unfortunately, no.
So is there no possibility I can apply for a waiver to get a non-immigrant visa?
You can try to get a non-immigrant visa with a waiver, yes, but you're going to really have to show good reasons why you want to come to America. They're not gonna just say yes, come for a vacation to hang out on the beach in Miami.
Well, my dad's he's 87 years old, and we've been separated for over 27 years now. So I wanted to be able to actually come back and forth and visit.
Well, I mean, you could certainly try. It would have probably been easier under Obama than Trump. But hold on 1 second, and we can talk about it off the air and have a consultation. Okay?
Okay. Then.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go back to Belgium, Kim. Hello again.
Hello, I'm back.
All right, what else we got?
So we've got Martina who says, my grandmother filed for my mother and added us 3 children on it. How long is that going to take? That's all the information we got.
Grandma filed for your mom, assuming mom's over 21 and mom is single and grandma's a citizen 7-8 years. But once you turn 21, you may fall off. So I don't know how old this person is. If you're talking to a 10-year-old, they may still get their green card. But if you're talking to a 19-year-old, they may not. So I don't know.
Martina would be an incredibly savvy 10-year-old.
She's savvy 10-year-old, right? Right. Watching an immigration show with a middle-aged man with perfect English.
And she's like, I got a question for this.
Yes. Right. So I think Martina's got to start rethinking because probably she's older and it's going to fall off. That's my guess.
We've got Natalie on YouTube who says, do I need to submit a lease and a joint account when I'm initially filing my I-485? And I'm still attending college in a different state where I stay and travel back and forth. Is that going to affect my I-485 application?
No and yes. No, you don't have to submit a lease when you file your I-485. All of that would be done at the interview. However, the answer to your question is that you have to prove it is a bona fide marriage between you and your spouse. How do you prove a bona fide marriage? Two ways that the government looks at a bona fide marriage. Do you live together? Do you share the same home? And number two, do you have the same financial obligations? Do you pile your money together and pay the debts of the marriage out of that money? That means joint bank accounts, joint tax returns, joint credit cards, and then paying the bills from those joint accounts. So the fact that you go and live in another state is problematic. How you do your finances, I don't even know yet. Okay, but I am going to tell you, as soon as you walk in, so people say, are you telling me, Brad, that if I go to school in another state, I can't get a green card? That's not a real marriage? And I'm saying to you, there are plenty of people out there, and there's absolutely a real marriage. But what I'm saying to you is that the immigration officers are like the horses in Central Park. They got blinders on. Okay, now I'm not calling them a horse, but they got blinders on. You ever see those horses? You know, they don't see anywhere. Yes. They got blinders on. Peripheral. No peripheral. It's like this. Yeah. So they see person after think about it. They see 10, 20, they're like robots there already. All right? So you got to fit into their profile if you want to get through. Okay? You can't make them think outside of their blinders, because if you make them think outside of their blinders, most likely they're going to be like, I have no idea, you're denied. Okay? Live together, have the same financial obligations, you get a green card. Simple as that. Anything else is rolling the dice.
Tamika wants to know, I'm asking for a friend of mine.
Is this my new co-host?
This is your new co-host, Tamika
Nelson, yes.
Future co-host of the Brad Show, says
soon to be renamed the Tamika Nelson Show.
The Brad
soon to be named
Show.
Right. The Tamika Show featuring Brad
with special guest Brad Bernstein. Right. Tamika wants to know. A friend of hers put in her papers last April. The friend is being filed for by her U.S. citizen husband. She put in last April. How long before she can expect an interview?
Should be any moment. 9-10 months.
Christine says, is there any possible way you can help me get my 30-year-old son's filing put in? I just filed for my own citizenship.
Yes. Why not?
We've got... Why? Of course he can help you.
Why not? This is what I do for a living.
Brad is the guy to help you. If you go to anyone...
Guy.
You're steering yourself wrong.
I'm the guy. The guy. D-A-G-U-I. The guy.
The guy.
Yes.
Joan wants to know, I just got my green card. I've got two sons in Jamaica that are 16 and 18. Can I go ahead and start filing for them?
Yes.
Marie says, I'm a Jamaican and I live in Curacao. I was married, but not anymore, and I'd like to take a trip to the U.S. just to visit. What can I do to get a visa?
Go to the U.S. Embassy. If Curacao, I don't think there's a U.S. Embassy there. I think you would have to go to Barbados. I think that's who covers Curacao, but I could be wrong, but I believe so. Go to Barbados or whatever U.S. Embassy Curacao is covered by, and prove you have enough ties back to Curacao that you're not going to overstay your time. Believe it or not, the best, another thing is you got to show you're leaving America. Okay? So everyone always like, I'm going to get my friend to write a thing that I'm going to stay with them. Well, now, guess what? You're staying with your friend. Your friend is never throwing you out of their house. It's actually better to show up with a hotel reservation. Hilton will throw you out at the end of the reservation. Okay? Your friends won't.
Xavier says, I've got a friend that has a kid in Jamaica, but when he was filing for his citizenship, he did not claim the child in Jamaica. Can he go back and file for the child now?
Well, that's a problem. Why didn't he claim? There's a fraud here somewhere. What's that issue? He would need to come and speak to us about it.
Marky wants to know, is it safe to travel a domestic flight with a work permit or a state ID? I'm still waiting on my green card interview in Miami, and my U.S. citizen husband is filing for me.
Yeah, you can travel with your work permit. And I would just show you state ID.
And her priority date is February of 2017. How much longer does she need to wait for an interview?
She should be getting it already. It's been a year. She should be calling me.
LaCoy asked this question earlier, but did not hear your answer. He said he's got his stepson who's currently in Jamaica. He's 10 years old. Can he go ahead and file the I-130 and the I-485 together, or just one?
File the I-1. There's no I-45 if your stepson's in Jamaica. You're just filing the I-130. The I-45 is if he's here.
Asset would like to know, my friend has filed for her husband, but he's been denied because of a charge he had about 20 years ago in Jamaica. Is there anything that can be done for her husband to join her here in the U.S.?
Yeah, maybe he's eligible for a waiver. I just got to know what the charge was for.
Kimmy Kim says, can a green card... I do love me a Kimmy Kim. Kimmy Kim said, can a green card holder married to someone get a green card?
Yes. Basically, can a spouse, permanent resident file for a spouse? The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
By the way, I don't know if I told you this, in the waiting room the other day as I was walking through the office.
You asked for an autograph.
No.
You asked someone to take a picture.
Was the day, though. Let me tell you, I will never be the same.
Right.
No, somebody literally, all I heard behind me was, Kimmy Kim Kim.
Kimmy Kim. I stopped saying that. I got to start saying that. I love calling you Kimmy Kim.
You do. Yeah. So we've got Casey who says, when a U.S. citizen filed for their child over 21, do you count the years from the priority date or from the date you filed as to determine when you're going to get through?
U.S. citizen files for a child under 21?
Over 21.
Oh, it's the date in which the application is received is the priority date.
Regina says, how can I present my emotional abuse when I go to my green card interview? So I'm assuming her husband is not going to be there.
It has to be presented before your interview. And then they will ask you questions about the evidence that you presented. So if you're now presenting it right at the interview, you have a problem. You breaking down into tears about what your husband did at the interview without documenting what this emotional abuse previously is just you breaking down in tears. Okay? The interview is just about your credibility, not about presenting initial evidence.
Xavier had a follow-up when there was about his friend.
The 10-year-old?
No. About he was the one asking about his friend who hadn't claimed his child who's in Jamaica.
Right. Okay,
and now
so what was the problem? Okay, yeah. So let's hear why he did this.
He thinks that the reason that he didn't put a child on there is because he did not want his wife to know at the time that he had a kid in Jamaica.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's going to be a problem. Yeah. We've got Christina who says, if your kids get their citizenship through their parents, can they already file? If your kids get their citizenship,
while you are figuring out that question, I just want to say a big hello. I just saw Myola joined us, one of our paralegals. A big hello to Myola.
We love Myola.
You know who Myola loves the most in the office?
Who?
Lucky and T-Bone. All right. She never asks. She never asks how I'm doing. She only asks, "How's Lucky and T-Bone?" Oh, Lucky dogs are good. Thanks. All right, let's continue.
We've got Tanisha who says, my son's priority date is October 3rd of 2017. He's 15 and he's in Jamaica, and my husband already filed for him. When should we expect to get a response from USCIS?
Is the husband a citizen or a resident? Assuming the husband's a citizen, you should be getting a response by late spring, and he should be here by the end of the year.
Jacqueline wants to know, I filed for my mom. How soon can she file for her two kids aged 36 and 34?
The day she gets here with a green card, provided they're single.
I want to say Eunice, but I think Eunice. I'm not sure. I butchered the name. I'm sorry. Mr. or Mrs. Kitson. I've got a friend who's accused of shoplifting. He wasn't convicted. The case got dismissed by the court, and he got a disposition letter from the court. This happened back in 2012. Can he go ahead and file for his citizenship?
It has to be 5 years from the date of the dismissal. So we're in 2018 now. That was 2012, so 5 years is 2017. I was about to say what month, and I forgot we're in 2018 already. Time flies. Time flies. So the answer is yes.
I have not yet started writing 2018.
I'm still writing. I wrote 2017 on a check I wrote today. So and we're almost in March already, you know.
We need to do better, Brad.
Exactly.
We need to do better.
I know.
And then finally, Jeff wanted to call attention to the fact that Mr. Bozy is no longer just a baby profile picture. He has changed it to a grown man profile picture.
Baby man.
It's a baby man.
Or is it a baby man? No, you're a man baby. No, I guess baby man, right? Or a man baby.
Well, he technically is the baby man since he's the father of the adorable baby.
Right. But he's a man baby.
He's kind of a man baby.
Yeah, he's a bit of a man baby, but we love him anyway. I'm surprised he hasn't been nominated to be co-host. I thought he would have been nominated already also.
You know what? He got nominated last week.
Oh, he did?
Late last week, a couple people nominated Jeff. Yeah. He's been cracking people up in the comments today because he is suggesting that the woman, the 41-year-old who...
Marrying the 73-year-old?
Marrying the 73, she's really just doing it to get his AARP benefits.
Well, she's only 9 years away, by the way, from AARP. Right. By the way, I'm 49 years old right now. My birthday, the AARP is going to be sending me the magazine. You know, that's going to freak me out.
Like a month before your birthday, you're already going to start.
I'm going to start being like, you want to become a member? I'm like, no, I do not want to become a member of that.
How dare you?
How dare you? No. All right, thank you. We got about one or two questions we can fit in here, Kim. So let's see if we can speak to one or two people before we end the show. How's that?
That sounds great. Thank you, Brad.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow, Kim. Thanks. Great job. All right, Paulette in Brooklyn, New York. Paulette.
Yes.
What's up?
I'm okay. My daughter filed for me, and I get through with my green card.
Right.
She filed for my husband. That is not her father, but he grew her. And he went for interview and everything. He has his visa, and he went home, and they stamp out the visa. He do his fingerprint, go for the interview, and up to now, you know,
who is this person to your daughter? That's her husband?
That's my husband, but
your husband.
He grew her. Yeah.
Okay. So did you marry this man before her 18th birthday?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Where is she now? Where is he now? He's in Jamaica?
Yes.
Okay, was he living in the United States before?
No.
Oh, he was always
in Jamaica.
And visits. Okay, but he never overstayed his time?
No,
So he went to the U.S. Embassy, he applied for his green card, they voided his visitor's visa.
Yes.
What happened with the green card application?
Everything, my daughter was sending everything, so he go in for the interview in Jamaica.
Right, so what happened?
So there's nothing more.
When was this interview?
He go for interview last year, May.
Last year, May, and he hasn't done anything since?
No. All they asked for,
all right, stop,
the paper
stop.
that
you need to give us a call. Something's amiss. Okay? What they asked for? Just tell me what they asked for.
They asked for who bring my daughter here, who she was staying with. She sent all of that information, who she was living with at the time, and they want the I-95, which is where she hasn't have it because they think the immigration
they think he smuggled her into the country, and then she ultimately became a citizen, and now she's filing for him. Is that what their theory is?
No, I bring her come here, and I went home. I come on a visiting visa. We both come on a visiting visa. She decided she didn't want to go back home. Then she stay and with my foster mother. My foster mother write up the papers and stuff.
All right, Paulette, your husband's been sitting on his butt for 10 months waiting to get his green card. All right, you want him to come back to the United States. I think at this point, the best thing to do is for us to contact the U.S. Embassy in Jamaica, find out what the holdup is, and we will answer their questions and get him a new visa appointment. All right, so hold on 1 second. Hold on, because other than that, you're going to be waiting forever. You'll never hear from them. Promise you'll never hear from them if we don't get involved at this point. It's 10 months already. All right, let's go to Elaine in the Bronx. Elaine.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I have a question.
Right.
I'm calling on behalf of a friend, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so in Jamaica, she applied in the 90s for a visa 3 times. She was denied twice. Well, she's married and have 2 children with her husband and a child that's not her husband. So on the first application that was denied, she said she has the 3 kids. And the second application, she just put the 2 that she had with her husband and leave. And then the third that she was granted the visa, she put the 3 kids. So in the middle where the second denied was 2 kids. Now she
whoa, I'm lost. 2 kids, 3 kids, 2 kids, 3 kids. I'm lost. Start again.
No, the first denial, she put
who's filing for who? Who's filing for who?
No, on the visa application in Jamaica that was denied.
On a visitor's visa.
Yeah, she put the
this
3
is your
kids.
Friend. She said, I have 3 kids in Jamaica, and I'm applying for a visitor's visa, and she was denied.
Yes, but 2 kids she has with her husband. 1 that is not her husband. That's the third child.
Got it.
So on the second application, for some reason, she just put the 2 kids that she has with her husband because the other child wasn't living with her.
Okay.
So now on the third application that the visa was granted, she has the 3 kids now because the child came back.
Okay.
So, and now she's filing a 485. She put the 3 kids on it. Would that be a problem?
No, she's telling the truth.
So what about the middle denial that she didn't put the child? The child wasn't living with her at that time, but it's her child.
Okay, I don't know how she answered the question. If it comes up, that's basically it. And if they think that there was some sort of misrepresentation of fraud, the husband will have to file a waiver. Tell the truth.
Okay.
Okay. And
put her 3 kids, right?
Yes. If she needs help, hold on 1 second. You absolutely want to tell the truth. Hold on. All right. Let's go to Martin in Englewood, New Jersey. Martin.
Hello, attorney.
How are you?
Good. Just want to ask you something because I enter here in United States as a crewman, and I get married. My wife filed a petition for me, and it gets denied. So on the second one, she filed we filed a petition for this, but this time I got advance parole, and I leave and return on that advance parole, and then we went to another interview, and it gets denied again. I don't know if advance parole makes me eligible for adjustment of a status.
All right. Start all over again. I apologize. It's been a long night. Start again. It's one of those crazy nights. Start again. I apologize. Go again.
On the first petition, because I entered here as a crewman.
You entered as a crewman on a C1,
C1D.
and your wife filed for you. Did you file an I-130 visa petition?
Yeah, and then
when
you got
we went
the
I-130
to the interview, the I-130 gets approved, but the I-45 gets denied.
Exactly, because you entered as a crewman.
Yeah, and then we refiled it again, and for the second one, we applied for advance parole, and then I leave and return using this advance parole, and I don't know if that one makes me eligible for adjustment of a status. Because this, for the second petition, we filed as a parole.
Yeah, all right. So you kind of did an end around. You filed an adjustment, and before they realized that you were ineligible to adjust because you didn't make an entry into the United States on a lawful visa that allows you to adjust, you got the advance parole, you left the country, came back, and now you made a legal entry. So now you're eligible to adjust. Okay? You beat the system. Congratulations. Hold on. We can help you. I mean, that's literally beating the system, but hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
All right. He beat the system. There it is. Sometimes you beat them, and sometimes you don't. We'll be back tomorrow with more immigration. Tune into the Brad Show. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, 5:30 live. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it, I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK. 1-800-529-5465. What are you doing?